Christians, this disciple of Christ says he wants to follow Christ, but first he wants to go bury his father. And as I said in a recent post, if you understand the customs of that day, a statement like this would mean that his father might not necessarily be dead, but he might be on his deathbed, or he might be sick and death may be imminent. It could be in a week, it could be in 2 weeks, it could be in a month or 2 months. It doesn't matter. The point here is that Christ says to follow me and to do so immediately. Let the dead bury the dead, Christ said. But this man says, no, he wants to go and take care of his other business first. And he mentions burying his father, almost as though he expected to elicit some form of sympathy from our Lord. But Christ demands obedience today. He demands and calls for us to serve him today, to put him above all else, including the death of one of our parents, the pending death of one of our parents or family members or loved ones. As odd as this sounds to modern society, Christ wants to be put first before all things. Obedience to him precedes all things, but then the rewards that come from that obedience are better than all things. We need to understand that we cannot do like what this guy intended to do, which was to put Christ on hold. If Christ calls you, do not put him on hold. If the president of the United States called you, I don't think you'd be putting him on hold. If your favorite celebrity calls you, I don't think you would be putting him or her on hold. Your response would be frantic and excited. And this is what it ought to be when you hear the call of Christ to salvation. Put everything else on hold and turn to Christ immediately. And you will like what you hear. You will like what you understand. You will like what you learn. You will love him with all your mind, soul, and body. Do not put Christ on hold when he calls. Nothing you are doing, zero, nothing you are doing is more important than taking that call. Be provoked and be persuaded.